Dallas area. So it's so great to talk to you today.
Oh, nice talking to you too. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we got to watch the pre-screen of the show March. It looks really fun to see the behind the scenes of a marching band. Mm-hmm. So that's like, I guess, a new refresh on TV now, because we don't see that behind the scenes of the marching band. So that is really, really cool to see that. Mm-hmm. So my question is, as you are the captain of the Black Foxes, okay, besides dancing, which we know you have to have a dancing skill to join the team, what else do you look forward to as someone to join the Black Foxes?
Someone who is very adaptable, someone who's able to think on their feet, think very quickly, and somebody who's able to change from a previous style that they came from into the new Fox style. Just somebody who's very adaptable and willing to change.
I like that. I like that. So Andre, he is in middle school and he just joined his Black History Club. And his new focus for this semester is what?
Is people that have been in HBC, special people have been in HBCUs, and what is an HBCU?
Okay.
So here's his question. Go ahead.
What made you decide to go to an HBCU than a traditional college?
I decided to go to HBCU, one, because it's a family school. So both of my parents, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles all went to Prairie View and graduated from Prairie View. Two, because I just needed a change. I'm originally from Houston. I live in Dallas now, but being from Houston, there's not really much culture from the area I was living in. I'm from Spring, Texas, which is a small suburb outside of Houston. So being, not very exposed to the culture, I wanted something new, something change, something different. I didn't really want to go to schools like Texas A&M and UT, the schools that, people are used to. I want to go somewhere, once, that was close and dear to my heart, which was Prairie View. That's one. And two, just because it's an HBCU and I want to be a part of that experience.
That's awesome. So that leads into your next question, huh, Andre? Yeah. What does
HBCU mean to you, and to be a leader of the Black Foxes?
HBCU to me means family. That's the number one thing I think about when I think about an HBCU. When you go to class as a student, you're not just going as class as a student. You're going as class as somebody who's going to go look out for you. You're going to go learn your lesson, and you're possibly going to make a connection with that professor later on in your field. So if you ever need like a job or need help with a job interview, that person's going to be able to help you reach your goal. That's one, I would say, family. And what was your other question?
And to be the leader of the Black Foxes.
What does it mean to me to be the leader of the Black Foxes? I would say it means a lot of hard work and pressure. I was the Black Fox since my freshman year in 2018 when I came to Prairie View, and just recently graduated a semester early. It meant not just as captain, but as a Black Fox in general, meaning to be very open and very independent and willing to learn different things and being adaptable, like I said earlier, and just being able to be myself. That's one thing I would say at a HBCU you're able to do. You're able to express yourself and just be who you want to be, because everybody's accepted. Everybody is welcome. It's not, a certain group of people or a certain type of culture. Everybody is welcome. It's very inclusive. So not just being a captain, but being a Black Fox in general, I was able to be myself and express myself through dance.
That's awesome. You can tell that in the show too. Like everyone's just a family, especially the Black Fox group. Everyone's just so close. So I really like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we saw that last year, of course, the big pandemic. You guys didn't have your homecoming parade or your homecoming celebration. So what has been the trials and errors that you have overcome since the pandemic to succeed in this new year?
I would definitely say the trials and errors will have to be, of course, wearing a mask all the time. No one ever just gets used to wearing a mask. I mean, it's been about 3 years since the pandemic, but still wearing a mask is still rough, especially for me. When you're dancing, you have all that adrenaline, you want to breathe. It's really hard to dance with the mask on. And for Black Foxes, we wear thicker masks because we're around so many people.
Wow.
Football games and everything that was going on. So I would say, of course, wearing a mask was hard. Getting tested, we got tested 3 times a week, and we didn't do anything unless we got tested. If somebody tested positive, that shut down the whole program. So there would be times we didn't go to practice for a whole week. And we would be at home, sitting at home, not going to dance practice, not going to band practice, not be able to go to a game or a performance because somebody tested positive. And you can't always control things like that, you know? So I would say that's another hard thing. And really just being a student, not just in band, but being a student during the pandemic. I know it was probably hard for you, Adrian, maybe having to switch to learn online and Zoom calls and class. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for us college students either, you know? We're used to going to class and interacting with professor and interacting with other people. So being like really isolated and shut down, especially if you're in band, we try not to interact with a whole lot of people outside of band because we don't want to, you know, contaminate everybody and then everybody gets sick. So I would say just the isolation being and having to be by yourself was another really hard thing to do.
Okay, so you overcome those trials. So what has been the positive in this new semester with that? You guys did that. So now.
I would say definitely a huge positive was us actually being able to go back to band because 2020 we had no band, nothing. No. But for us actually being able to have a season and being actually able to have the TV show and do things like this with us, of course, taking the right precautions, right protocols, doing all those things. But us actually being able to have it was the major plus and major positive from this whole experience. I think that's really just the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I guess I can describe, has this your homecoming, because we haven't seen it yet, the homecoming performance, would you say that's been y'all's best performance thus far?
I would say it's definitely top 3 out of all 4 years that I've been here, and then top 3, of course, out of all the performances that I've seen, having my parents be from Prairie and see all the homecomings and all of the stuff that goes on. So I would definitely say it's top 3.
Oh, wow. We're so excited to see this journey with this team, to see what you guys accomplished in this new year. Overcoming a pandemic has been, I mean, I guess that's a journey in itself, just overcoming that pandemic. And so we're excited about this new season for y'all.
Yeah. They're actually hitting me up now, the band, talking about getting ready to watch the show.
Awesome. See, like you said, it's a family. It's a family. I love it. Well, congratulations. And I didn't know you're in Dallas right now. Yes.
Hey. I actually took a job offer down here as soon as I graduated. So I'm here in Dallas.
Awesome. We'll be following you on Instagram then.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Kaylan, for your time. And like I said, we can't wait to see this journey with the show March. So thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.